Hi, welcome back. This is part two. Again, if you're watching this video, you may be at in school. You might have a sub right now who's sharing this video, or it might be that you're watching it live from the classroom, or you could be at home viewing this video. This is part two. Part one, we finished up our rhythmic grid design. We did prompts 10 through 12, and then you completed artist check-in number 5. So for part two, we're going to learn about how to turn in our artwork, how to properly photograph it, and then you're going to be posting it to your Creative Arts portfolio page, and then that's what you'll complete for artist check-in number 6. But before you do that, please follow along with my directions on how to properly photograph artwork, as it's just important as creating good artwork. We want to make sure that we take pictures that are of quality and good for presentation of your pieces. So this can be found in the class stream. It's a slideshow on photographing artwork. And I'm just going to go over some highlights from this slideshow to help you prepare for taking pictures of your design today before you turn it in. A little slow to load. Still loading. Nope. All right, so photographing artwork. It's so important that when we take pictures of our artwork, we take the best possible picture. Here are some examples of what not to do. And these are photographs that I will send back to you if you submit them to me and ask them to be revised. First of all, please do not send me photographs of your artwork facing the wrong way. Please do not send me photographs of your artwork in bad lighting. I don't want to see a sun glare. I don't want to see shadows, and I certainly don't want to see the LED light reflection in your bedroom. I also do not want to see anything else in your photograph but your artwork. Do not send me pictures of your carpet, your hardwood flooring, your desk, your shoes, your fingers, your face. I want to see just your artwork. Please make sure you're holding your device flat when you take your photograph. You may have to stand up to photograph your artwork. Do not present it to me in odd, funky angles. And lastly, no blurred images. Think about, if you're moving or not, make sure that you hold still when you take your picture. So here are examples of artwork that I would accept that's been photographed correctly. So you can see in this image, we do not see anything else but the artwork. In this image here, we have great lighting. There's no shadows or sun glare or LED light. We also see that, oops, it just escaped me out. Hang on a second. Why did it escape me out? Go back. Share this pause screen to bring yours to sorry, I don't know why I just did that. It just took me out of my screen share. Okay, back at it. Here we go. So no funky lighting. This one has good lighting. All right, next one. Flat. The image is flat, right? It's not distorted. It's not at an angle. And then here we have Megan facing the right way. I don't have to turn my head to look at the artwork. So when you after you take a good picture, we're going to be uploading this to Google Sites. However, Google Sites is not a good program for photo editing. So you actually have to edit your device or edit your photo in your device before you move it to Google Sites, which is your Creative Arts portfolio. So here's how you might take a picture today. You may use your phone. If you have a good quality camera and your phone is better than your computer, feel free to use it. Or everybody for sure has a Chromebook. They can use the camera on the Chromebook to take their picture. So you've got some choices. If you are choosing to take pictures on your phone, to edit your photo, you're going to go to the actual photo, and then there's a button up at the top corner. It says edit, and it'll bring you to these tools down here, which are your editing tools, which I'll go over in just a moment with you. Next thing, if you're on a Chromebook, if you're in your camera, there's also Photo Library. You open up your photo, it'll bring you to a page that looks similar to this. You might have a little different view because mine's the older model, but you'll see tools like this. They'll probably be up at the top, and those are all of your editing tools that you're going to want to use today to edit your photo to get the best possible photo. So which tool should you use? Number one tool is your crop tool. When I work with my device, most times the frame of my phone is not the same proportion as the frame of my sketchbook. So I'm going to end up getting background into my photo. So the crop tool is the way that you can remove that. Okay, you just pull in the edges and then you click done, and it'll reduce your picture to the proper sizing that you want. The other tool that you're going to find helpful is the rotation tool. This can be found in the crop tool button. It's going to rotate your picture all the way around. So you just click it and rotate it until it faces the correct way. Because oftentimes our devices think the picture is supposed to go one way when it's really supposed to go the other way. So you have to rotate it to make sure it's facing the correct way so you don't submit an upside down image. Next thing, adjust your lighting. So number one, when it comes to lighting, you just have to be in a well-lit room, okay? If you're in a poorly lit room, move rooms, turn on your light, open your window, do something to make sure your room is well lit, okay? You can not edit out bad lighting. You can only adjust the lighting. You can't fix a shadow or fix the sun glare or change the LED light reflection from pink to blue. It's gonna be whatever that picture is. So the editing lighting tool is helpful in some ways, but not in ways that you could prevent, which is by having good lighting to begin with. Next thing is the flat and steady concept. So unfortunately, editing tools cannot hold the device for you and make your picture look flat. You are going to have to do that. Same thing with the steadiness. You're going to have to hold your camera as steady as possible. Editing tools will not fix blurred images. There is an adjustment tool that you can adjust if your image is slightly crooked. There is an adjustment tool in the crop button, but again, it's not going to fix a completely funky angle that you might have taken. So the good news is, though, if you do run into bad lighting or you run into, you took a weird angle or it got blurred, you can always, always, always take another picture until you get it right. You can take as many pictures as you want. It doesn't cost anything. So take as many pictures until you get the good photo, or like I said, play around with the editing tools until you get the photo to be perfect. All right, so that's my spiel on editing photos. So now the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how to put your picture into your creative arts portfolio. So you have finished your drawing, you have all 12 prompts done, you have taken a good photo, you edited it, right? It looks good. Now you need to know is, where do I put this photo once I have it ready to go? So we're going to go to our Creative Arts digital portfolio, which is the one you've been using since the beginning of the school year. Very slow today, I'm sorry. And you're going to go into your Slice of Art Trimester 3 page. Yours is probably just called Slice of Art. I put Trimester 3 on some of mine just so I remembered. And once you're in here, you should already have this formatting that I taught you about a couple class periods ago. That was the insert button and that was the layout button. This should already be there. You should have a photo, a blank photo, and text. We already did this during another class time. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click the plus sign. You're going to either get your photo from your drive. If you send it from your phone, that means it's now in your drive. If it's from your computer, you would go to upload. So there's two options of where you can find the picture depending on what device you took it on and how you got it there. So I want to click the drive because that's where my picture is at. It is in the drive because I took mine from my phone and I sent it from my phone to my drive. So it'll open up over on this side of your computer. This is going to take a long time. I can see the loading is not going good here. Okay. All right. Let's open up this picture, this folder here, because that's where my picture's at. And then I'm going to go ahead and scroll until I find it. Oh. Just a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep, there it is. Click it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and click insert, and then my photo is gonna pop up here. Now what's gonna happen in Google Sites is Google Sites, like I said, is a bad site for editing photos, and it actually edited it for me, and it did this terrible job of cropping. So I wanna actually uncrop this photo, even though I'd already cropped it before. I'm uncropping it now because Sites cropped it even more. When I click uncrop, it expands it so I can see the full photograph, which is exactly what I want. Now underneath there's a big text box. That's for your title. What do you wanna call your piece, okay? Think about a name for it. You could use the class project name if you want to, or you can call it something of your choosing. So I'm calling it Moonstruck Rhythm. And then in the small text underneath that, you're gonna write the material that you created it in. Now I created mine in marker and color pencil. So I put marker and color pencil in there. Notice that I have capitalizations. Whenever you have a title, you want to capitalize. So I had to capitalize the M, the S, and the R, as well as I had to capitalize the M in marker, the C in color pencils, and the P in pencil. Okay, so we do want to make sure that we capitalize. When you have this all done, you're going to take a screenshot, which is Control Shift button above the 6. Your computer will dim. You will then trace around the entire page. Let go. It'll take a picture of your screen, and then that's what you're going to turn into artist check-in number 6. Okay. So now I'm going to shift over to artist check-in number 6, show you what that looks like. This is in classwork. Click on it. And you're going to see in artist number 6 that during second half of class today, you're going to finish up the rhythmic design. When complete, I'm going to explain to you, obviously, what I just did, how to take photographs of your artwork, how to edit it. Then you're going to move it to your slice of art page. You're going to label it, and you're going to submit a screenshot of that update to this assignment called artist check-in number 6. So it should look like this. When I receive this from you, here's what I'm looking for. Are you on your slice of art page? Yes, they are. Check. Did they finish the drawing? Yes, they did. Check. Is it a good photograph? Yes, it is. Check. Does it have a title? Yes, it does. Check. Is the title capitalized? Yes, it is. Check. Is there a medium? Yes, there is. Is it capitalized? Yes. Check. So those are the things I'm looking for when this gets turned in. If that's all there, you're going to get 100%. If it's not all there, I'm going to hit it back to you, and I'm going to ask you to revise it until it's done correctly. Okay. If you have any questions at all, please email me, let me know. I'll be available. I'll respond as quickly as I can. So again, we're concluding part 2, which is turning in your drawing of your rhythm to your slice of art page, which is artist check-in number 6. So at this point in the class, you should have check-in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all submitted. And I will see you guys after spring break. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.